So a question came to me from one of my viewers, Trucker Steve. I understand that Sean O'Brien is trying to push through a bill through Congress and then the Senate to try to speed up the process. If workers want to unionize, companies cannot delay it. It has to be in an orderly fashion and a number of days that the workers can take a vote. But how would that benefit most truck drivers? Because most truckers are not going to be in a union. Okay, can it benefit truck drivers who are not in a union? Yes, it can. Because years ago, we're going to talk about years ago when companies were on the verge of maybe being unionized. The truckers, employers, and truckers wanted to form a union. How did they go about it? They took the attitude, well, we are going to show respect to our drivers. We're going to pay them a good wage, health and benefits, etc. And the workers will look at it and say, we are treated pretty good. And they would not vote for a union. Since all the unions almost disappeared, besides United Parcel, Transforce, etc., there's none of this, it's not there. Companies know how to beat the unions and how to persuade the workers not to do it. But if in 2026, 2027, if unions should start making a comeback and trucking companies cannot stop the process if workers want to unionize, now we have an issue where the companies might be forced, if they want to avoid being a union company or being unionized, they're going to have to either try to fight the union or give in a little bit. Say, look, we don't want a union in this company, so we are going to put your wages up. We're going to start treating you with respect. They're going to do a lot of things to sweeten the pot so these workers will not want to unionize. And they see these workers benefited from the threat of a union taking over that particular company or representing their employees. So the company says, we better start respecting our employees, paying them more money, health and welfare, some retirement programs, etc. So let's look at a company like Walmart. Would Walmart truckers become unionized? Probably not. All you have to do is look at the wages and the respect that those drivers are given. Nothing is perfect in any trucking company. But Walmart is up here compared to many other companies who are down here, because they do pay a good wage. Their drivers make good money. So can it benefit? It does. It not only benefited truckers, it benefited workers throughout. When a threat of a company being unionized, that company has two choices. Either try to convince their employees that they are going to make adjustments to their wages, to their benefits, etc., so their employees will not vote in a union. And if they don't make that decision and they say, no, we're just going to fight to keep the union out and not do anything for their workers, then that company might get unionized. But right now, this rule has to come in effect to stop the delaying tactics of companies keeping unions out. They learned how to do it, and now hopefully Congress will put this rule in, because everyone would benefit. Just the threat of having a union coming in will start raising the pay rate and benefits and the lifestyle of truckers once again. which was years ago, but not now. Some good companies out there, especially the smaller companies, but many truckers feel they are not getting the respect that they deserve. So, what do you think about it? No unions? We want unions. What do you think? Give me your opinion.